they are our neighbors. They live among us, often unnoticed, blending into the background of our busy lives. They are the people we pass by on our way to work, the ones we see at the bus stop or in the park. They are part of our community, yet they remain invisible to many. They are mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, families who have fallen on hard times, struggling to make ends meet. They are parents who worry about their children's future, children who dream of a better life. They are people who once had homes, jobs, and a sense of security, now facing uncertainty every day. They are veterans who served our country, brave men and women who once wore the uniform with pride, now left to navigate the challenges of civilian life without the support they deserve. They are heroes who have sacrificed so much, yet find themselves without a place to call home. They are individuals battling addiction and mental illness. People who are fighting internal battles that many of us cannot even begin to understand. They are struggling to find stability and support in a world that often stigmatizes and marginalizes them. Their journey is one of immense courage and resilience. They are the faces of homelessness, often unseen and unheard. Each face tells a story of hardship, of dreams deferred, and of the relentless pursuit of hope. They are individuals with unique stories, each deserving of our attention and empathy. Their stories are etched in the lines on their faces, whispers of dreams lost and struggles endured. These lines are not just marks of age, but of experiences that have shaped their lives. They speak of nights spent in the cold, of the constant search for safety, and of the enduring human spirit. We live in a world of abundance, yet millions face the harsh reality of life without a home. The contrast between wealth and poverty is stark, and it serves as a reminder of the inequalities that persist in our society. It is a call to action for all of us to bridge this gap and create a more just and compassionate world. It is a crisis that demands our attention, our compassion, and our action. We must come together as a community to support those in need, to offer a helping hand, and to advocate for systemic changes that address the root causes of homelessness. Our collective efforts can make a difference. It's easy to turn away, to avert our gaze from the discomfort of their reality. But ignoring the problem does not make it go away. It only deepens the divide between us and them. We must challenge ourselves to look beyond our own comfort and to see the humanity in every person we encounter. But what if we chose to see them, to recognize their humanity and hear their stories? What if we took the time to listen, to understand, and to offer our support? By doing so, we can begin to break down the barriers that separate us and build a more inclusive and compassionate community. What if we responded not with judgment, but with love? Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on someone's life. A smile, a conversation, a gesture of support can make all the difference. It is through love and compassion that we can truly make a change. There are those who dedicate their lives to serving those experiencing homelessness. Social workers, volunteers, and community members who work tirelessly to provide support and resources. Their efforts are a testament to the power of community and the impact of collective action. People like Reverend James Bowling, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. His unwavering commitment to helping those in need is an inspiration to us all. He shows us that one person can make a significant difference in the lives of many. His ministry is a testament to the transformative power of compassion and a living example of faith in action. Through his work, he demonstrates that with dedication and love, we can bring about meaningful change and offer hope to those who need it most. Reverend James Bowling doesn't preach from a pulpit in a grand church. Instead, he finds his sanctuary in the open air amidst the hustle and bustle of the city streets. His church is the streets, his congregation the forgotten souls society often ignores. These are the people who have fallen through the cracks, the ones who are often overlooked and left to fend for themselves. With a heart overflowing with love and an unwavering belief in the dignity of every human being, he walks among the homeless, offering a hand up and a message of hope. His presence is a beacon of light in their darkest hours, a reminder that they are not alone. His journey began simply with a deep calling to serve those in need. It wasn't a grand revelation, but a quiet, persistent voice urging him to make a difference, a calling to serve, to love the least of these. He started small, volunteering at soup kitchens and distributing blankets to those shivering in the cold. Each act of kindness was a step towards a larger mission. He saw a need, a void, in a world that often overlooks those struggling to survive. The more he saw, the more he realized the depth of the crisis. People living under bridges, in tents, in conditions that most of us can't even imagine. And he responded not with pity, but with action. He organized donations, rallied volunteers, and spoke to anyone who would listen about the plight of the homeless. Reverend Bowling believes that everyone deserves kindness, respect, and a chance to rebuild their lives. His interactions are filled with genuine compassion, treating each person with the dignity they deserve. His ministry is a lifeline, a source of strength and support for those who feel invisible. Through his efforts, many have found not just a meal or a blanket, but a renewed sense of hope and a belief that they can overcome their circumstances. Reverend Bowling's ministry is about more than just meeting basic needs. It's about restoring dignity, offering a sense of belonging, and nurturing the belief that change is possible. It's about reminding each person they encounter that they are valued, that they matter. Every week, Reverend Bowling and his team of volunteers take to the streets, providing warm meals, blankets, and words of encouragement. They see the individuals, not just their circumstances. They listen without judgment, offering a compassionate ear and a shoulder to lean on. But the ministry goes beyond immediate needs. Reverend Bowling understands that true transformation requires addressing the root causes of homelessness. For many experiencing homelessness, faith has been lost or forgotten. The weight of their struggles can feel overwhelming, leaving little room for hope. Reverend Bowling's ministry gently reminds them of the power of faith to heal and to inspire. He shares messages of hope and resilience, reminding them that even in the darkest of times, there is a light that shines within. He helps them rediscover the strength that comes from within, the belief that a better tomorrow is possible. Through prayer circles, Bible study, and simply by being a compassionate presence, Reverend Bowling helps individuals reconnect with their spirituality, finding solace and strength in their faith. Section 5. A hand up, not a handout, connecting to resources. Reverend Bowling believes in empowering individuals to rebuild their lives. His ministry works tirelessly to connect those experiencing homelessness with vital resources that can help them get back on their feet. This includes access to shelters, healthcare, addiction recovery programs, and job training opportunities. He understands that breaking the cycle of homelessness requires more than just temporary solutions. It demands a comprehensive approach that addresses the underlying issues. Reverend Bowling and his team work tirelessly to navigate the often complex web of social services, advocating for those who feel lost and overwhelmed. Section 6. John's journey from despair to dignity. John, a veteran struggling with PTSD, found himself homeless after losing his job and his family. He was lost in a spiral of despair, his spirit broken. Then he met Reverend Bowling. Through the ministry's outreach program, John received not only food and shelter, but also a renewed sense of hope. Reverend Bowling connected him with a support group for veterans, helping him process his trauma and rebuild his life. Today, John has a stable job and a place to call home. He credits Reverend Bowling and his ministry with showing him that, even in the darkest of times, there is a path back to dignity and self-worth. Section 7. Mary's triumph, breaking the cycle of poverty. Mary, a single mother, fled an abusive relationship and ended up on the streets with her 2 young children. She felt hopeless, trapped in a cycle of poverty with no way out. Reverend Bowling's ministry provided Mary and her children with shelter and connected her with legal aid and job training programs. Through their support, Mary was able to escape the cycle of abuse and create a better life for herself and her children. Today, Mary is a thriving small business owner, a testament to the transformative power of compassion and the belief in second chances. Section 8. Answering the call, how you can make a difference. The work of Reverend James Bowling is a powerful reminder that we all have a role to play in addressing the issue of homelessness. It's a call to action, an invitation to join the movement for change. You don't need a pulpit to make a difference. You can start by seeing the humanity in those experiencing homelessness. Smile at them, acknowledge their presence, and offer a kind word. Volunteer your time at a local shelter or outreach program. Donate food, clothing, or hygiene products. Educate yourself about the root causes of homelessness and advocate for policies that promote affordable housing and support services. Section 9. A ripple of hope. In the vast expanse of our world, it is often the smallest gestures that create the most profound impacts. A single act of kindness can light up the darkest corners of someone's life, much like a candle flame piercing through the night. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, creates a ripple of hope that spreads far beyond what we can imagine. When you hand a sandwich to someone who is hungry, or offer a blanket to someone shivering in the cold, you are not just providing immediate relief, you are sending a message of love and solidarity, a message that says, you are not alone. When we choose compassion over indifference, we help create a more just and compassionate world for all. Volunteering at a shelter, offering a listening ear, or simply sharing a smile can transform lives. These small acts accumulate, building a wave of positive change that can sweep through communities and uplift countless souls. Reverend James Bowling's ministry is a shining example of the power of one person to make a difference. His tireless efforts to provide food, clothing, and support to those in need have touched many lives. His story is a testament to the impact one individual can have when they dedicate themselves to the service of others. Let his story inspire you to answer the call to serve, to love, and to bring hope to those who need it most. Each of us has the potential to be a beacon of hope. By stepping forward and taking action, we can make a tangible difference in the lives of others. Together, we can be the change we wish to see in the world. Unity and collaboration amplify our efforts, making it possible to achieve what might seem impossible alone. When we join hands and work together, we can tackle even the most daunting challenges. Together, we can be the hands and feet of compassion, offering a hand up and a beacon of hope to those who have lost their way. In unity, we find strength, and in compassion, we find our true purpose. Let us all strive to be the light in someone else's darkness.